it is also important for the real point of view, a practical point of view. Means nowadays, the Google, Google already using the two-phase password authentication. So single password, many banking system is also using the two-phase authentication system. Like first you are entering the user and password, then OTP is coming. So this is called the two-phase authentication. Like that, there are step-by-step authentication is there. That's why it's called that multi-factor authentication. Is it? So that topic will covered by the Ehsan, if time permits, and if he will complete within the time. So that Hamid will give the presentation on security threats. Different types of security threats are there. What are the threats are there? Fabrications, inceptions, modification, four types of basically more basically major four types of security threats are there. He will explain that. So in this process, we all of us learn how to present it. And one thing I'll tell you, I'm speaking English. If you feel like that, no sir, speak in Hindi, I will Urdu, I will speak in Urdu also. So it's up to us. It's learning process. See, we are learning, so you are getting chance to listen the English and speak the English, so both will learn in this process. If you have any doubts in that, sir, speak in Urdu, I'm always ready to talk in English, but I love to speak in English so that my English also will improve and your English will also improve. So write in chat box if anyone have a issue with that, sir, speak in Hindi also. I'm okay with that. Please write in chat box. I'm waiting for your answer. Please write in chat box. Please write in everyone. Okay, Imran. Other student. Good, Ehsan. But better we should practice in English. We are comfortable in our mother tongue language. That is true. But we should try to be very comfortable in English. That we will extend our things. Good. Good. Anyone specifically tell me want to listen in Urdu also, so that I will mix the things. Though okay, most of the student want to listen only English. So tell me anyone specifically, no sir, mix it so that we will understand more, है ना? अगर किसी को लगता है कि नहीं सर दोनों में बोलिए, दोनों में हम बोल सकते हैं, तो अब बोले सर दोनों में बोलना है ना, ऐसा कोई भी स्टूडेंट है तो देखो, जहाँ पे हम लर्न जब हम सीखते हैं ना, that time we should not hesitate, we should not shy. This is a platform for learning. जब हम कहीं सीखने जाते हैं कहीं पे भी, तो we should ask the question. मेरा our goal is to learning, है ना? Okay. So our goal is to learning. So in learning time में हमें जो भी डाउट्स हो पूछना चाहिए. यहाँ पे शर्माने की जरूरत नहीं है. Once if you will sigh when you are learning, it means it's waste. So always try to be okay. I connected already. Okay. So this is the very very important skill. When things to go for learn anywhere. The good college students ask the question from professor without hesitation. I don't think so. You have hesitation with me, but I'm telling you, you should not hesitate to ask the question to learn the things. Without Don't ask the unnecessary questions. Don't speak in unnecessary, but ask the genuine question that will increase your knowledge. In asking clearing your doubt is a no any crime. It is not crime at all. Even though sometime faculty or professor or your friends, your seniors will feel that why you are asking this kind of questions. But if you have a doubt, you should be asked, you should ask the doubt, always clear, without asking. There is a, and actually there is a one rule is there, whenever people will ask any question, until unless you did not understand the question, you did not start to give the answer. This is also one very good skills are there. Whatever the question, if they will ask in interview or in anywhere, anywhere, any situation, if anyone is asking to question you, first listen properly, understand, then you say yes, I'm going to start the answering. This is very very important skills. Okay, okay, let's start. I will start now. Today, actually, three topic we will cover today. Okay, little three topic. What is ethical hacking and types of ethical hacking? So those who those who connected last, again I'm telling you to good morning all of you. So today we have three presentation. I will explain first of that what is oh sorry, I have to explain this one. Sorry. Yes. Yeah. I will explain a little about what is in syllabus, which is not important for the exam point of view, but I'll explain it. And after that, the Ehsan will give the presentation. Uh, After that, Ehsan will give the presentation and Hamid will give the presentation based on your time. Okay, good. Hopefully. So let's start. If anyone have doubt, you can ask in chat. Okay. So I think now you understand that how to use the Zoom things. It's also one good point of view to this lockdown. We will learn that how to use the technology and how it is easy and how it is manageable. See, first day we started to talk how noise is coming from background. Everyone, no one able to listen it. Everyone's able to not able to no one able to use properly. Now we are able to use properly. It means we learn something in the in this process. Okay, and you get used to technology also. Good. So let's start little about this security architecture, design, security product evaluation method and criteria. So basically we we learned little about the security management, security policies, security measures. These things we learned. And also we learned the some model, like last time we learned the Diva model and Lapoda. So this kind of actually I already told you this the course is about most about the management part, how to secure your system, how to secure your organization. But so here when we design a security, the architecture, um, we have to follow some protocol after designing how much this security model is perfect, you know? So we have to follow some standardization, like any food product is coming in the India world, some standardization is there, what standardization, standardization is there, that is called an FSCI something. I forgot. Food FSCI something. Yeah, like any product is the ISO standardization. So every product have some standardization. If they follow that standardization, that standard, that means it is a up to the mark product, and that product is will run properly, like that. So here also in security management, say in security we have some standardization. We will see that. Okay, let's see. Okay. So first we are going to check it here. So in our I think everyone able to see this one. One minute. Yes, security product and architecture. This one you can see that. So basically, the security evaluation examination security relevant part of the system, meaning TCB. You know what is the full form of TCB? Anyone can write in the chat box. TCB. Anyone can write in the chat box. So TCB मतलब कोई बताओ, नहीं पता किसी को? No one knows that TCB.
TCP, I think so. You are talking about TCP transmission control protocol.
No, 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 no,
Am I
no,
right, sir?
no, 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 no.
Then what? TCB.
It is TCB. You can see the TCB in information security. This TCB. We studied in the that what is called that CBK, knowledge body, है ना? Something common knowledge body, CBK, common knowledge body, like that. It is TCB, trusted computing base, है ना? This is the thing. Okay, so okay, this is here. So they have a method, evaluation method, how to evaluation your system. जब हम security protocol बनाएंगे, when we'll make the security system, we have some evaluation method. So one is that called that this one. I think everyone able to see this one. Okay, I'm highlighting also, or we are thinking that is that. Okay. Okay, so this information security evaluation criteria, that is called the ITSEC. ITSEC, at least you should know that full form. What is the full form of ITSEC? I highlighted already. So this is ITSEC. Okay, so this ITSEC means Information Technology Security Evaluation Criteria. Okay, that is EU. EU means this is given by the European country, okay, and other not given by, following the European country, European Union, and other is that TCSEC, Trusted Computing Security Evaluation. This is followed by the US, है ना? This is, there are different evaluation method. Who is following which? Who is following who? Okay, what is following who? So this is the TSEC is followed by the US and ITSEC followed by the European Union countries. Okay, these are the models. These are the model evaluation standard. Okay, is it common criteria or hybrid? So there is a one common criteria, common standard evaluation, hybrid of ITSEC and TCSEC. So little theory about, you should know this about. Okay, nothing more on that in this. So this thing I want to tell you before that going to that. So basically everyone know that trusted computing security, information technology security. Tested TCSEC is followed by the EU European Union, and ITSEC is followed by US. Okay, so see here, if you will see that security evaluation, let's assume I am the security manager for the organization and writes the application software. My company is promising all chat communication will be secure. So suppose that you are in the company and what's the post on the security manager. So how you will assure that you develop the one chat communication software? How you will assure that your software is very good? So you have to follow some model. If you are in US, you have to follow we have to in US we have to follow TCSEC. Okay, TCSEC is trusted company. If you are in European country, we'll follow the IT security evaluation. Okay, so let's go little about that. So this topic is only for knowledge, for your knowledge. You know that now you know the what is ITSEC, what is TCSEC, who is following, who is not following, and what is their little model. So TCSEC stands for the Trusted Computing System Evaluation Criteria and was initially issued in 1983 by the National Computer Security Center, NSA. And where is NSA? You know, in US, is it? It is since been replaced by the Common Criteria International Standard. Then later it will become the later they made the international standard. That is named, they put that Trusted Computer System Evaluation Criteria 2019. And TSEC has 4 division. They put 4 division or class or label kind of thing. That is DCBA. With A indicate highest security. They are described briefly. So they class in the security label A, B, C, D. Like software, you are studying that ISO label 1, label 2, ISO certified level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. So here they classified in 4 types, DCBA. and B means highest level of the security. If your software system is a level of security is A, that means it's very good. D means lower level of the security. So they said in D में minimal protection, C में discretionary protection, D में mandatory protection, and A में verified protection. And after that they also gave the subsection, all the things. Okay, no need to go more than that. Like that in ITsec also, in information technology security evaluation criteria, and European Union TCSec comparable to info specification. Part of the documentation outline 7 security assurance requirement. So there in the IT's use in TCSec, in US government, US India, not government, we say that in US those who are following the US standard, there's a 4 class level, but here in the ITsec it is followed by the European Union, which is we have 7 class level. So they put the name of E double naught, E naught 1, E naught 2, E naught 3, E naught 4, E naught 5, E naught 6. Okay, so here they put name also: inadequate assurance, discrepancy secretary, control access, security label, structured security domain, and verified security. So like that they have, based on the when you design the system, which level of security in your system depend on the which standard, either European, either US, you can give it. So you should knowledge that this is very high level post. When you will be the security manager, you know, security manager reaching that at least we require 10 years of experience. While you will be when you will have a 10-year experience, you should have this kind of knowledge so that you can define the system. Okay, this much security in my system is there, whatever system is developed. Okay, these things are there. So here is the comparison. Comparison compared to the 2 channel schemas in the chart, similar to become the most obvious, you know. So they said D. Okay, lowest level in the TCSec is D, and ITsec is E0. We call it not also. How many of you know 0 we call not also? Let me know. Write in chat box. What do you people know that we call 0 as a not also? Anyone knows that? Very good. So we speak 0 as a not also. I didn't know that. When I came in Hyderabad, only we started to speak 0 as a not. You know, earlier we call a 0. Okay, those things are there. So that's why I'm telling you. Whatever things I didn't know that. That's why that I'm speaking. Might be you people know that. Okay, so these things are there. D and E0 is equal to minimal protection. Means if your system, if you develop the system and under the according to TCSec, it is labeled as D. That means it is a minimal protection. According to ITsec, it is labeled as E0. It means it is minimal protection. Okay, like that. If it is C2, according to TCSec, and according to ITsec E2, that is a controlled access. Controlled access means, this is very important also. Control access means what are the part, like suppose that you made one system in chat box. So admin panel who will like here in the Zoom, I'm able to access all things. I can open the chat box, I can remote control, I can share my screen, I can stop the videos, I can mute it. But here options are there. I can give you someone, whatever the students are there, someone I can give you the screen the share. Someone I can give you the can speak only. So this is the kind of called a control access. What are the things who can access? What are the things who cannot access? This is called control access. So if your system is like that, that is comes under the class security TCC according to TCSec C2 or according to ITsec E2. Okay, like that. If you are getting the security level structure, at the finally, if you get E6 level, E6 according to ITsec given by the European Union, which is called that verified security. That means your system is complete secure. So very high level organization and very premier organization and high level application only get this E6 and A1. No one will get this level of security in the system initial stage. But at the later stage, when system become the older, then they get might be this kind of things. Okay, so with that I'm stopping here. Good. Okay, so Now, Ehsan, you are now you can unmute your voice and let me know that you will present or I will get open slide here. You will present. How you will present?
Through slide, sir. Through slide.
1 minute. 1 minute. So I will open slide. You will present or you will open your slide.
No worries, sir. I'll open my slide, but you should also open the slide, but everybody seeing this one.
Okay. 1 minute. My sound effect. Okay. It's not working yet. So I'm sharing slide to your. I think everyone able to visible. Hello, Ehsan.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I think everyone able to hear it, Ehsan also, and you are able to see the slide. If you have any problem, so we see here after 10 minutes it will be disconnected. So after 10 minutes if it will disconnected, you can again connect with the same link. Okay. So I think Ehsan will complete in 10 minutes. Okay. So hopefully everyone is able to see. Please reply in fast. Who is not able to see the screen and who is not able to listen, Ehsan. Ehsan, you speak little about that, whether they are able to speak or not, able to listen to you know or not.
I think so everybody get it, sir. Whatever sir has told.
Okay, great. I think we have to start.
Now let's start my topic. Hello, everybody. This is Muhammad Ehsan, and now I'm going to present on my given topic: multi-factor authentication and password. So, first of all, we should know what is the password and what is the multi-factor authentication. Got it? I think so everybody got it. Password is only password. It's password is only password because everybody guess it. Everybody can guess the password. What is the that password? What is the password? May be your name, your date of birth, your mobile number, your address, your home number. It may be that it is easily to guess, and can everybody guess it, and your account will be accessed through the another person. Got it? I think so. It is also single factor authentication because it has only one authentication. It means if you are accessing your password, it means you are accessing now you see your mobile. You are put 2 or 3 passwords: biometric, face unlock, and also password or pattern. But that time of the time of open your phone, you can only use your one password. It may be you are using your fingerprint. It may be you are using your face unlock. It may be you are using your pattern or password. That time you can only one password through your get your account. And now why we are not using a password? So why should not use my password? Sir, page number 3. Page number 3, sir.
That is correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I think so everybody got it now.
Explain according to slide, okay? Slide. Like
Okay,
presently the slide we are in the easy to hack password.
I think so, sir. Page number 3 is the reuse the same password. But there are some most important things to not use the password. Because right now we are only using the password, not using the multi-factor authentication. It's also single factor authentication, but we are not using multi-factor authentication because according to the survey, 89% consumer surveyed failed. Surveyed failed means survey 89% surveyed by the government digital signature, and Digital Guardian, and it has been surveyed that their current password habit. Mean many of the people using same password. Why they are using same password? Because their habit. They are, however, 61% people admitted to using the same password across multiple websites. And also we are using a same password. Like I also my also pass my Gmail password is also same, and my mobile password is also same, and my another password is also same. Why we are using same password? Because it's mind habit, and it's if somebody knows your same password, somebody knows your one password, then they can access you. I hope you got it. Ravi, are not able to see proper slide.
Okay, I'll check it.
Yes, sir.
It is like because of her connection is slow. That's why.
Okay. Now let's come on the easy to hack password. Because we are using same password now, then it is also easy to hack password. How it is hack is easy to hack password? Everybody is seen this one now? I think so.
हाँ क्या
Yes, is it now? Let's come on the easy to hack password. On top of reusing password, people tend to pick easy to hack password. Why people take to pick easy to hack password? I told you earlier, because some people are reuse the same password. It means you are using one password in many organizations. In many organizations, it means many applications, many authentication where we can authenticate our password there. So on the top of using, people tend to pick easy password because of people having trouble remembering password. Why we are using the same password again and again? Because it's a fault of remembering password. If you are using a different password at one time, if you are using different password at one time, then that time maybe we forgot our password. What is our that password? What is my Gmail password? And what is my Facebook password? What is my LinkedIn password? And what are the my etc. So there is a lot of problem to use a same password. 80% we use the same password according to the Digital Guardian. It is not mine survey. It is a survey of Digital Guardian. 18% you use the same password. You use the same password, and 39% write down on the some paper, because it is how to easy to hack password, because the password is only password, and we can also guess and easy to hack password. Then how it is? Then we use the same password, write down the same some paper, and 7% keep them file into Dropbox or Drive and another storage. Maybe some people hack your data and they hack your data and they can access your account, maybe your financial account, maybe your personal account, maybe. And 28% use the secure app manager. Many of the people use the what are the app? Many of the people Aadhaar card secure app application. Their Aadhaar card will be secure. I don't know you are using or no, but I also use this one. And 10% keep them in the file on computer. And many of the people save the password on the computer, make a file and save on the save their password. Too easy to get it. And if your system will use another person, then they can easily to access. Isn't it? Isn't it? And now then we use the multi-factor to prevent this type of hacking, this type of stolen. Now what is multi-factor? We also we describe what is password, but why we are using multi-factor? What is the bug of password? What is the error in password? What is the disadvantage in password? What is the drawback of password? Then why we should use a multi-factor or two multi-factor authentication, two factor. Then it is a combination of all security element. What is the all security element? Do you know? I think so. Security element means we can use fingerprint at a face unlock, eye retina, facial recognition, voice recognition, and behavior analysis, answer to personal question. That are the element of security element. We can use this one at a time. We can use at a time 4 unlock. If you are using you are also using your system. First of all, when we are open my Windows, that time my Windows ask boot locker. What is the boot locker? Then after it will be open, it will be display lock. It is a two factor na. There are two factor. And also if you are if you join in your company, then also you have to biometric in your gate to get entry. And second one is to entry your system to make your attendance. What is this? This is also multi-factor. If you are only this one, if you are only entry through the gate, if you're only entry through the gate and you didn't attend your system attendance, then it means you are not present that day. So that the need of multi-factor authentication we cannot easily get. Nobody will get easily get my account. So then multi-factor is an effective way to enhance security. Enhance security means it will be combinational of security. I told you combinational of security. That means it will be enhance my security. Traditional username or password can easily breakable. I told you na. We can only use the password and this one password and user ID. They can also easily guess, and it is easily breakable and stolen your data from your computer,